Hey, Bunny Balloon, you changed your username to Kalilo Main. What's that about? Hey, Floor and Anila, welcome. Oh, sorry, the stream was lagging for a second there. Jeez. All right, hit us with the news. Why did you change your username? Hey, Berry Girl, welcome. It's kind of like Superman's real name, Kal-El. Hey, Flippy, welcome. Ah, I love this heated blanket so much. I'm very, very sorry that my stream was a half hour late. You see, what happened was my cousin and my aunt they came over and by the time they had to go home, it was like 9:54. And I tried to ask my mom if I could stay behind because I needed to stream, but my mom is very close to going into labor, like she's about to have her baby. So in case her water breaks, she needs me to be along with her. And my mom's boyfriend and my little sister aren't here. They're on vacation in Florida. So my mom needs my help in case she goes into labor. So and I had to go along with the ride to drop my cousin and my aunt off at home. And then I had to check the laundry and all that. So that's why the stream was had a half hour delay. I'm very, very sorry about that. My sincerest apologies. But I'm glad that you guys are here. I was worried that you guys might stall coming in or you guys might not come in at all because you guys would have been worried that the stream was canceled. But no, no, it's still going. Yeah, me too. Me too. I have troubles going downstairs without taking the dog with me, or I have fears whenever I turn the corner. I have air pressure in my ears and I don't like it. Anyway. uh, all right. So then why did you change your name if that's what you want? Oh my gosh, my mom is calling me. Hang on, I'll be right back. You can continue explaining. I'll be right back and read it. I'm coming, Mom. I just wanted to be down with my warm heated blanket. So, guys, I'm gonna move the stream upstairs in case my mom needs me. Okay, that sounds fair. So I'll bring my computer up first, and then I'll come back downstairs and get my drawing stuff. We did some cleaning around the house earlier, so the stairs look a little cleaner. Ooh, careful.
I'm going through labor, so
Hmm. It's okay, Mom. Oh, you're in the bathroom. Okay. Couldn't tell where my mom's voice from. I'm gonna go get my stuff. Be right back. Okay. Well, glad you're taking it like a champ.
now the stuff that's in the drawer, before you put my sheets in there, did that include anything to do with my robe?
No, it didn't. It was some of my laundry. I did some laundry earlier today.
Okay, where are the dogs?
Down in my room. I guess they like the heated blanket too. Oh, there's Misty. I don't think Lucy's gonna be getting down.
Yeah.
The only thing about that Momo challenge that's conflicting me is the fact that I can't get that image out of my brain. I'm afraid to go down to the laundry room at night. And when it's really quiet, I get really scared. But no one in my family has been affected by it other than the fact that they're scared shitless by it. My mom has done a good job of telling my sister that if she sees anything related to that face, then she knows to tell Mom immediately.
Does not score any points from Japanese culture, I'm letting it out.
No. And that's something that concerns me. Just, I don't think that thing should have ever been created. I don't think that face, that sculpture should have ever been created. It's creepy. I do. I have a bendy plushie down in my room. I also have these little backpack charms. I don't know where they went though. Yeah. So what should I work on for this stream? Should I continue to draw that OT3 meme thing? Should I work on my comics or what should I do? Sad. Interesting. Okay, we gotta vote for comics. Ay. Comic Sans. Ah, funny. All right. I guess I'll draw Sans first. I haven't drawn Sans in a while. I'm not working on any Undertale comics right now. Sorry. I'll draw Sans though. I haven't drawn him in a while. Let's see. What should I draw him doing? Oh, I know. I'll draw him eating a hot dog. I like Sans, and I like that he likes hot dogs because I like hot dogs. They're delicious. They say that if you see how a hot dog is made, that you won't want a hot dog anymore. But yes, Floor makes a good point. I don't want to talk about this Momo thing anymore. It's seriously annoying. Alright, now let's erase the circle and this. Cheekbones. Cheekbones. I love hot dogs. Kind of want a hot dog right now. I made myself hungry. Thanks. Good job, Emily. Okay. I'm gonna fix the shape of his head a little bit. There we go. That looks better. Like I said, I haven't drawn Sans in such a long time. I'm not used to drawing him. Okay. We got his jacket. What I like to do is I like to draw a V down from like the middle of his face, and then I have like where the zipper would be. Then I got like this, and then I got like his stomach going out like this. And then his jacket comes like this. No. And his jacket is partially unzipped, and then got zip parts. Whoopsies. And then the collar of his t-shirt, and then his neck. And we got his his arm here. And it comes down like this. I should start playing Undertale again. It's fun. a little difficult, like some of the controls in battle. I guess I'm just so used to watching other people play that like learning the controls for yourself is kind of difficult. I think I should study how skeletal parts look so that way I can be more accurate about some of these parts that I draw. Mm, And you got his basketball shorts. I love how he like plays basketball shorts. Just like I don't know. Maybe if he wasn't so lazy, I bet Sans would play basketball. You guys think that Sans would play basketball? You know, if he wasn't so lazy. Sounds like my mom was watching baby videos. There we go. There we go. Then we got the little tassels hanging down from his sweater. It's his chubby belly. You know, I'm like, you know how like there are people in the fandom who like give Sans like this transparent like blue stomach, and like there are people out there who like they do it for like gross NSFW things or like vor, but I just do it because I genuinely feel like he might just have a stomach or whatever. Skeletal hands. This is actually looking really good so far. I'm glad I did this. Thank you. I can't remember which one of you suggested it, but thank you for suggesting that I draw Sans. This is fun. I love Sans. He is a favorite among many. Oh yeah, I love Legos. Hey Queen, it's okay. I was late starting the stream anyway. Whoopsies. There we go. I'll be right back. There we go. Now I'm finally going to draw in some facial features. I just love Sans' nose, or like whatever it is he has there, like the nose hole. Do you guys think that because Sans doesn't have a nose, you think he's like he doesn't catch colds or something? I'm sure monsters in the underground catch some kind of illnesses. I mean, Asgore got sick from eating the buttercups. So I'm pretty sure their monsters are. I'm pretty sure they might be able to get some of the same sicknesses as humans, but I'm sure that Sans is. I'm pretty sure he can't catch colds or something because he has no nose. Yeah, I'm drawing Sans. I always love when people draw like these smug, cocky little expressions on him because he's just like a chillaxed guy. I also I also have a headcanon that Sans, and I'm sure a lot of people have this headcanon, and I'm sure a lot of people have this. What?
I'm gonna get the plunger. For some reason, this is not. Come on.
Okay.
I want this overflow.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go get the plunger. Here you go. Well,
Half hour, and I want you to go check on my cheek.
sounds good. Right now, I'm just shading in his mouth. Okay. Am I missing anything? Oh, yeah, that's right. The hood on his jacket.
Let roll booty.
I was just like, I knew I was forgetting something. yeah. Oh, just there we go. Looks good. What's my favorite holiday? Halloween, because it's the one night of year that I get to like appreciate a lot of spooky things, and it's totally not weird if I act spooky. Plus, I love getting free candy, and I love dressing up as characters I love. I'm thinking next Halloween I'm gonna dress up as Connor from Detroit Become Human. Hey, it's my boy K4747. I'll check out the link. Let's see. Oh. I feel like I recognize that artist. I think maybe I've seen some of their art around. But yeah, that's an interesting comic. My mom will never let me dress up as a happy tree friend for Halloween, which whatever, fine. It's not like I wanted to. What do you think? Does that look good? I think that looks pretty good. At home for Halloween? Why the quotation marks around at home? He's just saying, "Hey kiddo, want a bite of my dog?" Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Oh, hey, Bunny, you weren't here last stream, but I was working on a draw your OT3 meme thing, and I did that with my OT3. So I drew uh I drew this, which I think it looks pretty cool. All right then. I also saw on Amino that on your username it said that you were taking a small break. So I don't know if you saw some of the recent art that I was posting. Yeah. Yeah, they are cuties. I think my one of my favorite Undertale alternate universes is Flowerfell, and I just really love it because of the Franz, the ship. I love the ship in it, and I also love the drama of it and how it's very sweet and at the same time it's very sad. And although the lessons it teaches might be a little bit naive, but at the same time it's like sometimes it just can be that simple. It's like kindness is good. Always be kind, and sometimes kindness is enough. I love that branch of story from it called Unexpected, where Sans and Frisk is alive and they're all on the surface together, and Sans and Frisk are married, and there's no flower curse, so Frisk's body isn't being eaten by buttercups anymore. And one day Frisk discovers that she's pregnant with Sans's baby, and there are many concerns that she has, like infidelity and how it's possible, and whether or not he would think that he wouldn't believe her because it shouldn't have been possible for them to conceive. Oh yeah, I saw that too. That was called Swap Tail. Oh, you are, huh? You're that means you're watching me like it's double the fun. Oh, well, that's understandable. Hey June Oliver, welcome to the stream. So I know I probably should work on the OT3 meme thing a bit more, but I also kind of want to work on other things too. I kind of want to work on my two sides comic. What do you guys think I should work on? Should I work on the OT3 meme thing, or should I work on my two sides comic? Okay, we got one vote for two sides. Two sides. Two sides. Hmm. Well, I'll work on my two sides comic for a little bit, and then I'll go back to the OT3 thing because I do want to work on that more as well. I'm hungry. Because I actually finished up the chapter. Now all I need to do is color in all the pages. And that shouldn't take too long, even though these pages are very time consuming. This is the this was the most recent page that I colored. Awesome. Multitasking. Thank you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna color this page. Who cares about coloring pages in order? How is your grandma being weird to your dog? Is she like putting its mouth? Is she putting its muzzle in her mouth or something? She's worried about you, mommy.
Walking the way out, she can lay it on my legs.
I swear, she's just following. My dog Misty is just following my mom around. Like, she just keeps following her around. Like, it's so funny. That is weird. But then again, I say weird stuff to my animals all the time. Whenever Lucy just like she's just doing these short barks like row, row, and they're loud, and I'm just like, Lucy, men don't find that attractive. Like Lucy has to worry about attracting a male dog. No, Lucy is fixed. She can't have babies. Okay. I'm picking out a bunch of colors. Lammy is making the cutest damn faces on this page. Like, it's so... What? Yes, Mom. I'll be right there. I'll be right back, guys. I got myself some fruit snacks. Oh man, that sucks. I hate when my internet acts up. But something that I do to fix my internet when it's acting up is like I unplug the router for like 10 seconds and then I plug it back in. That usually can help it. Um, Welch's berries and cherries fruit snacks. There we go. That's a good start. All right. I think I do remember those. And of course I remember Gushers. Gushers were first invented in 1991. And the shape they're in is called an elongated hexagonal bipyramid. And they're still popular today, which is understandable. They're a very special fruit flavored snack. Right now I'm outlining the black parts, which is like I'm outlining the eyes and the mouth and Lammy's sweater because Lammy's sweater is white, and since a white Sharpie doesn't exist, which would be weird and kind of anticlimactic, I use black. She has the cutest starry eyes and smile face. She has the cutest, like, Steven Universe excited face, I guess you'd say, because, like, when Steven gets really happy or really excited, or really amazed, um, he gets, like, the really big smile and the starry eyes. She just has, like, a really cute, it just, like, works for her face, I guess you'd say. I wish you could see it right now. It's the most adorable freaking thing ever. Hey, do you guys remember that episode of SpongeBob? It's like one of the older episodes. It's called Wormy. It was that episode where SpongeBob and Patrick were looking after Sandy's pets, most notably the little worm-like creature, which is called Wormy. And they treat it like it's the sweetest thing ever. And they even make a ribbon for it. Do you remember that episode? Yes, I love teaching people information like that. Yeah, it creeped me out too. Like the close up they used for the butterfly. Yeah, yeah, that's why I brought it up because I was gonna say that little known fact. The close up they used for the butterfly actually wasn't a butterfly; it was a horsefly, and the footage was taken from an episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy, which is another show I watched as a kid. I mostly watched it in school, but still counts as something I watched as a kid. I remember there were a lot of hoaxes going around about Bill Nye, about how he died, but like, nope, he's not dead. He's still very much alive. I think he's in his 60s, if I'm not mistaken. Horseflies are terrifying bugs. Not to mention they're assholes. I got bit by a horsefly once. It's terrifying. It hurts. It's painful. I was like 9 years old, and I was at my aunt Jenny's in which is in another town outside of where I live, and she I was wearing a swimsuit because we were outside in the backyard, like playing around with water, and I don't remember seeing it, but I remember looking at my shadow on the side of the house, and I saw the shadow of a bug landing on me. I didn't know what it was, but I just kept staring at it, and then all of a sudden I felt this sting on my back, and then I was like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow!" And then I'm just like telling my mom that a bug landed on me, and then I felt a sting, and my mom said that it was probably a horsefly. And I'm just like, "What's a horsefly?" And she says, "It's like a normal fly, but bigger, and they bite." Stop it. Men don't find that attractive, Misty. Something else that always freaked me out about that SpongeBob scene was like the fact that like you could hear it buzzing. Like I don't like hearing like the face mixed in with that buzzing noise was just cringy. I'm not saying that butterfly faces are really any prettier up close because they have big bulgy eyes too, but come on, a horsefly? Jeez. I don't know. I guess there's just something about close ups of an insect's face or just a bug's face in general that just terrifies people. I don't Do you think that there's a bug out there whose face is not really creepy to look at up close? I don't know. I don't think praying mantises are that creepy to look at up close. She probably wants me to come get her. I'll go get her. I'm gonna go get my my dog Lucy. We so far. And then yeah. Yeah. Moths kind of scare me. I mean, it's not really, I haven't seen a moth face up close, but it's just the way they flutter their wings and like they try to come near your face is kind of creepy. But um, it's not like I don't like moths. I mean, they're cousins to butterflies, and I love butterflies. But it's just that when they're when they're flying near your face, it's just kind of creepy because like you can hear their wings fluttering and it startles you. You know what I always wonder? You know what I kind of wonder? I kind of wonder what happened after that SpongeBob episode. because we all know that Sandy came back from like a
Yeah, Emily.
Lucy. She's she's in the dining room. She's drinking water.
Go outside.
Mom, I think you said the magic word, and that somehow made Misty let out a horrifying shriek bark. All right, I'll be right back.
Go outside. Stop being a baby, honestly.
There was a moth that whenever a moth gets into my house, I try to let it back outside. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I kind of wonder what happened after that SpongeBob episode. Because, like, Sandy came back from her convention or vacation thing. I can't remember where she went in that episode. But, I know she came back, but after she, like, put.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
Anyway, she came back from her trip and she recognized the butterfly as Wormy. And she said that he wasn't supposed to change until she got back, so she obviously knew that that was going to happen, but. And everyone cheered her on because she caught the monster. But, like, we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened afterwards. Like, did she explain that Wormy wasn't a monster, but rather a butterfly? Hmm. Looks like I'll have to replace this Sharpie soon. I I don't know. I don't think they do. If anything, I think butterflies try to stay away from water. I think there's a type of spider that can like periodically dip itself in the water to like catch fish to eat or something. I think I heard that on an episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy where he was teaching people about spiders. I like spiders. There you go. There's the face. Look at that cute little face. You look so cute. Look at her. So cute. Yep. Thank you, Floor. Yeah. This is such nice, relaxing. I really love working on art because I just love sitting down at the end of a day and just working on art because it helps me relax. And I recently started my menstrual cycle, so I need the relaxation because that's a hard time for a woman. can I can I get a can I get some sympathy in the chat for from any possible women who know the struggles of having your period? Because I know that most of my viewers are like 12-year-olds practically. Thank you. And I don't mean 12-year-olds in a bad way. It's just that I'm just saying that most of the people who watch my streams are pretty young. Most of the people who watch my streams are like younger than me. Yet somehow I feel like you're all much more mature than me. I don't know. Yeah. My struggles are that I have like bathroom problems, and whenever I blow my nose, I just kind of have a tendency to let things go that I don't want to let go. It's just I have struggles. I have struggles of my own, and my groin area hurts. It just like it it kind of helps when you put pressure on it, and heat from like a heating pad or an electric blanket kind of help too. But for the most part, you just feel immobile. But actually, this one I'm having is not too bad. I mean, it could be much worse. Trust me, I've had very, very bad periods. Yes. Whenever I'm having pains from my menstrual cycle, I take something called a Midol. I take like one or two, I think, and it's it usually helps. Nice. Oh, there's red. I was like, where's red? I can't find it anywhere, but there it is. And then I've got yellow. not typically a color that I would use. I mean, I don't like. It's not that I don't like the color yellow. It's just that using a yellow Sharpie is difficult because I mean, when yellow mixes with black, it like makes an ugly, dark yellowish color. And like it can end up staining your yellow marker and like damaging it. Well, the thing about me is like I try to like lightly erase the parts that I'm gonna outline in yellow, and that works, but it makes the process longer and a bit more tedious. So that's kind of it just makes the process longer and tedious. I mean, art like this doesn't grow on trees and just pop out of nowhere. You can't just like put art supplies in the ground and then the art will come out the way you want it. You got to work hard, and I know it's hard to wait for things, but trust me, it's all worth it in the end. Also, my aunt Jenny, the one I mentioned earlier when I talked about the horsefly bite that I got, um, my aunt Jenny recently she injured herself very very badly, so she had to have a surgery, and I think she also has to have another surgery. So my mom started a GoFundMe page for her. I just wanted to share that. Hey, I like Bleach. Welcome to the stream. Mm, when I got my period, I was like 12, and my grandma, she seemed happy because this just meant that I was a big girl and I was growing up, so I guess it was just a big moment for her. Certainly was for me. And then later when I started getting them more, I'm just like, okay, now I see why people complain about periods so much because this sucks, man. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it's not like it was like it wasn't like a creepy happy. I guess she was just proud that to know that there's another sign that I was getting to be a big girl, and I was getting older, and kind of like when you see your your child take their first steps. It's just each new change that your body brings is a sign that you're growing up. Well, you don't need to worry about horseflies. They're just pesky little parasites. Thank you, Bunny. I'm glad that you feel that way because my aunt Jenny, she's not really my aunt, but she and my mom have been friends since like childhood practically, and they grew up together. So she's like one of those self-proclaimed aunts, but she's still family. I think that it should be DNA does not make a family. Love does. Your family should not be defined by just DNA. It should also be defined by the love you share. 10? That's a very early age to start your period. I mean, I learned that periods start around the age of 12 because when you're a teenager, that's when you become a teenager and you start to go through puberty, your body starts to undergo changes so it can get you ready for possibly having any possible children in the future. Because the thing about your period, the reason why girls get their period is because every month their ovaries like create an egg cell, and that egg cell goes to your womb where a child, that's where the baby is while it develops. But that egg cell goes to your womb, and it waits there to be fertilized by sperm, and that's how a baby is made. But if that egg isn't fertilized, then it will break open and the blood will come out, and that's basically why girls get periods. Because because if they don't have a baby, then they have their period. All right. The page is all outlined. But trust me, my mom has told me, and I can pretty much guess at this point that dealing with a pregnancy is far more stressful and far worse than dealing with a period. And I think that after you give birth, you don't get your period for a while. And when you do start your period, like for newcomers to periods, one good strategy for like knowing when to expect is like make sure, like remember the day of the month like that you got your last period, because sometimes generally periods they restart around the same time. So like you can generally expect if you got your period on the first day of a new month, then maybe that'll happen again, and you can like preemptively put in a female product so that your underwear doesn't get stained, because period blood is such a bother to get out of underwear.
But it's gonna cause fucking problems. But not that he really needs it, but it would still give him peace of mind, you know. I'm like, yeah, but at least you did. Yeah, yeah. He's like, fucking go get him. Like, I don't even care what 15.
But anyway, new conversation topic. Let me think of something. Well, right now I'm erasing the pencil lines on this page, so that way I can start the shading process. I actually, this process of like erasing the pencil lines after using markers or whatever. I learned this technique from a YouTuber. I don't remember his name, but he was like, it was back when I was first learning how to draw like on paper after I decided to take my skills on paper. I was like looking up drawing, like teaching how to draw videos, and I guess I just picked up like I just like, oh, he outlined it with a black Sharpie and now he's erasing all the pencil lines. That's a very clever technique. So that's how I started using the whole outlining with markers and then erasing the pencil lines afterwards technique. I know it's most likely not a copyrighted technique by that person in specific, but that's just who I learned it from originally. We so fly, fly. Hello, Lemon Tart Animations. Welcome. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. What I was explaining was like from a vague memory because that was before I got my period. I was asking a school nurse why girls get their period, and she explained to me why it happens. And I was just explaining what I vaguely remember her telling me. So forgive me if I mess up some details. A private comment. I told you. A private. I told you. Why would it be private? Red, light blue, pink, brown, yellow, green, pale green, purple, lavender, there we go. All right, so now I'm in the shading process. And like with the outlining process, I am starting with black. And I use black to fill in the mouth and color in the eyes because most of the characters have Pac-Man eyes, black Pac-Man eyes. I see some artists make Happy Tree Friend OCs with different colored Pac-Man eyes, and that's actually really creative and pretty. I haven't really seen any other Tree Friend characters, like canon Tree Friend characters with different colored Pac-Man eyes. I mean, Nutty has a green lazy eye with a little Pac-Man pupil inside, but I don't really think that counts. And I think that as zombies, the Happy Tree Friends had like these listless blue eyes because they were like dead. but I don't remember if their eyes were still in the shape of Pac-Man. I think they were, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen the episode Remains to be Seen, but I actually really like that episode because it's cool to see them as zombies. And Zombie Flickby, oh my gosh, he was so friggin' funny. And I find it really hilarious how he's like the cause of everything in that episode because like he just got into a car accident and ended up killing himself. I mean, his objective was to kill the trick or treaters in front of him, but he ended up killing himself in the process, which wasn't too bright, even though Flickby is actually one of the smartest Happy Tree Friend characters and one of the most resourceful, too. I mean, there are smart characters in that show and there are dumb characters, but I think one thing that all of the characters have in common is that a lot of them seem to lack pretty common sense, especially Sniffles. Because it's funny because Sniffles is supposed to be like the big genius of Happy Tree Friends. He's supposed to know the most out of anybody, but yet he's also kind of lacking in common sense. I mean, in the episode, what is that episode called? I've Got You Under My Skin. It was the episode where Giggles had her head frozen to a mailbox post and she had a cold. Yeah, Flaky has some she's pretty street smart and she's obviously she is also one of the smartest characters. Okay, Sniffles, Flaky, Flickby, and Flippy. Yeah, I think Flippy is pretty smart too. And I think those guys are some of the smartest characters. I do consider Flickby like I do think that he's intelligent because I mean you kind of have and Flippy I think Flippy is also pretty intelligent cuz like if they're soldiers like I'm pretty sure they have to be pretty intelligent. But I think that Flippy and Flickby are just they're more street smart than like book smart. Yeah. And Flaky, she's kind of like life smart. She's very smart about staying safe and taking caution and taking care of herself as well as others. That's why I have a head that's why in my AU Flaky is a latchkey kid. If you don't know what a latchkey kid is, it's basically a kid who is often home by themselves a lot while their parents are at work, so they have to learn how to take care of themselves. So Flaky is really good at cooking. She's really good at cooking, so I feel like she must have had a lot of experience with cooking and a lot of practice growing up. So how else would she get so much practice? Because her parents were probably not around a lot because they were busy with work. So I guess she had to learn to take care of herself. And she's also very timid. Why would she be so timid? Probably because as a child, she didn't have a whole lot of social interaction because she moved around a lot because her parents had work changes. Yeah, that was like that was funny. I mean, you kind of feel bad for the dude, but at the same time, he had that coming to him. He was just being so friggin' dumb. Yeah, I felt bad for her too. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I feel like Flaky and her siblings would be latchkey kids. I mean, her little sister Sky is not really a latchkey kid because well, Flaky and her twin brother in my AU, they're both responsible adults and they can take care of themselves and they have places of their own now, but Sky is still a little kid and she still needs to be taken care of. I mean, she was born around the time Flaky and Damien were both 9. So, and Flaky is like 19 in like the start of my AU. So she's in the double digits of her age. So she's about 10 at that time. So I guess her parents, and with time, work scheduling can change. So I guess their parents would they would have a little more time off of work to take care of Sky, but at the same time though they still are busy with work, so they have to like leave Sky at home. So Sky isn't as much of a latchkey kid as her siblings are, but she's still pretty responsible. And she's bubbly and energetic and curious, and she's also very sweet and friendly. All this talking about Flaky's siblings, I want to draw them more. Would you guys want to see me draw more of Flaky's siblings? I also made I also made other siblings for other characters. Like for Cuddles, I made 5 brothers and 6 sisters for him. And I made a Handy has 2 older sisters in my AU. I can't remember if I made any siblings for any other characters. Aside from the ones that have canonical siblings. Oh yeah, I made a little sister for Splendid. Her name is Sam. I've talked about her in the past. What are you drawing, Flippy? There we go. A wolf, huh? I like wolves. They're kind of majestic creatures when you think about it. I mean, obviously, I'm just going off of like things I've seen in movies and drawings and like paintings, but wolves are they're definitely beautiful, beautiful animals. Okay, I'm almost done with this. Almost done with the shading process, and then I can move on to the coloring process.
Emily, it's almost midnight now. Go check the sheets now.
All right. Do, 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 do. Hey Nala, welcome back. Hmm. Oh, whoopsies. Stupid paper. Do, 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 do. All right. Almost done. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my mom's sheets out of the dryer.
Misty. Misty. Here, girl. Come on. Come down with me. Come here. Ugh, I'm not putting you in your kennel. Come on. What?
Nothing. It's just Misty thinks that I'm putting her in her kennel. But I'm not.
Come on. Downstairs. Hey, Misty. Miss Mel, come on. Upstairs. Oh, that's fine. Sorry. Almost, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Weekends are the best. You get break. You get breaks. You get a break from school. You get to watch me stream. She's just a kid. Just don't acknowledge her when she does stuff like that. She's just a little kid. I think I'll add a few colors. It's okay. All right. Bye, Queen. See you next time. I'm I'm just gonna add a few colors. I'm just gonna add a few splashes of color to this page, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I'm getting tired too. All right. Those colors should be good for now. Yeah. That's right. That's accurate. Okay. I think you seriously need to talk to your parents about these family members because like that doesn't like that's not okay. Like if your cousin is trying to kill you with scissors, that's not okay. And also, yes, your little sister is just a kid. 8 years old is a kid. But you're right. She shouldn't take stuff from you. That's not right. But the best thing to do is to tell your parents and let them handle it. You shouldn't take matters into your own hand because that just leads to more trouble. And then you both get in trouble and nothing good ever comes from that. Just tell your parents and let them deal with it. Okay, children are psychotic. What's wrong? What is wrong with children nowadays? I'll tell you what's wrong with them. Their parents don't supervise them or monitor them enough, and they're playing things like Call of Duty when they're only 9 years old, and they're watching things like Family Guy and South Park when they're not even allowed to. Or like their parents allow them to watch this junk and then they pick up on that and then they become rude, disrespectful little twerps. My mom also says that parents don't discipline their children enough, and I agree. I don't think you should full on beat your child, but you should definitely like I think it's okay to like spank your child and maybe even give them a little pop on the mouth and also take their hand and just go but but you shouldn't full on beat your child because if you beat your child, then that's all they're ever going to know. and the next time someone gets and the next time someone gets mad at them, they're going to think, "Oh, I'll just hit this person. I'll just beat this person because that's what my parents do to shut me up." Because if you beat your child, that's all they're ever going to know, and then they're going to inflict that on others, and that's not good. There are limits to discipline, and there are some things that you just shouldn't do. your mom your mom should not punch you. You should never ever ever punch your child. Ever. That's not very reassuring. She might change. No, okay. If she's not sure about whether or not she's ready to change, then maybe she should just stay in jail. Like you don't punch your kid. That's just wrong. um I think my favorite animated movie is probably Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That movie is a gosh dang masterpiece, I tell you. And another Another animated movie I like is uh it's called The Secret of Nim. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's based off of a book called Mrs. Frisbee and the Rats of Nim. It's basically I'm just going off of the movie. It's about well, I mean the book and the movie have similarities and differences, but the basic plot is Mrs. Brisby. She's called Mrs. Brisby in the movie. So that's just what I'm gonna call her because I'm more familiar with the movie and I like the movie more because it's beautiful. But Mrs. Brisby, she is a she is a mouse with four children: Martin, Teresa, Cynthia, and Timothy. And Timothy is ill with pneumonia, and she has to also move her family, otherwise, it will be destroyed by the farmer's tractor because she lives near a farm. But she can't move them because if she does, then Timmy will die because of the chill in the air. But he'll also die because, but he'd also probably die he'd also die from the tractor that the farmer has. So she seeks the help of these rats that live in a rose bush near the farmhouse. They are known as the rats of Nim, and they are very intelligent. They can read and write, and they they steal electricity from the farmer, which they know it isn't right. But she enlists their help to move her house as opposed to her moving her family. All right, I added some. I added some color. It's not much, but it it's a start. I've never heard of that movie, Bartok the Magnificent. I have not heard of that. But The Secret of Nim is a really good movie. The book is good too, but it's just not as exciting. It's not really as exciting as the movie is because the movie has it has magical factors in it and it's just more whimsical and it has it has some differences in regards to what happens and how some of the characters behave, but like I just like the movie more because I grew up watching that movie and I'm more familiar with it, and it just has it just has more it's more whimsical and it's more entertaining to watch. The book isn't very entertaining to read. It's kind of bland and boring, and it's just well, it's not boring, but it just doesn't give you the same feel as it just doesn't give you the same feel as you get when you watch the movie because the movie is gosh dang it's beautiful, gorgeous. Yep, I knew that it was made by Don Bluth. Don Bluth is he's a very talented animator. He has great talent. He's a very inspiring filmmaker. I haven't seen Anastasia in a long time. It's not really a movie I like to watch over and over again because Some parts of it are kind of infuriating to watch. But Don Bluth made a lot of great movies. Many of them, many of them were, many of them are old ones. Like he made the film version of The Secret of Nim. He made An American Tail, Thumbelina, The Pebble and the Penguin, Rockadoodle, the first Land Before Time movie. Yeah, he Don Bluth made a lot of cool stuff. I think he's still alive, actually. Hang on, let me check. If he is still alive, he's like super old. Yeah, he's still alive. He's 81 years old. Oh, his middle name is Virgil. Cool, cool, cool. Well, guys, it's midnight and I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm going to end off the stream here. So, thanks for joining me and I'll see you guys next Friday. Peace. And I hope you learn to love weekends. Nala. Bye-bye. I might still be awake for a little bit and I'll be on Amino just poking around. So if you want to talk for a few minutes, I'll be there, but I think for the most part I'm probably just going to go to sleep. Bye.